I would like to start. I'm going to start with. Sorry, I'll start again. On the owned website, you can actually record your streams. Now you can do it and save it to your hard drive, but I'd prefer to have it straight on the website. Saves a lot more time. So we'll see how this one turns out. And also I'd like to keep them recorded, because in the previous games I've streamed for Team Apex, there's been some amazing gameplay, some amazing Baron steals, some amazing Drake fights, all that good stuff. But like I say, people, please do join the IRC chat and talk to me, ask questions, tell me what you think may happen. I also like to point out both AD carries are running cleanse. That could be extremely useful, especially for Vayne when she's being decimated by the CC on purple team. As we are now waiting for it to load. Shouldn't be too long before it loads. It always does this when I'm spectating. There we go. So as always, when starting a game, we do get the standard items being picked by both teams, which is boots, health pots, cloth and health pots, and that is actually picked by both sides pretty much 24/7. Obviously with not the carry, sorry, the supports running the Ferrari charms, wards and health pots. We'll see how it happens. So as we can see, we've got the purple team playing it quite defensively, and they're setting up in their own jungle. We've got Nivea going in with her Q, and that looks like Galio is taking a hell of a lot of damage right now. Caught by Janna's Q. Jarvan there just being caught by Morgana's Spellbind. Is it Spellbind? I think it is, I can't remember. That's going to annoy me, so I'm going to have a look. It is called Dark Binding, sorry. So as we go, Team Apex now retreating to their own jungle, realising they probably can't do that much more damage than they thought. So we've got Janna and Sona for Team Apex. Janna and Vayne taking out the double golems down bottom, as always, for that better XP when they get into lane. As soon as they hit the lane and get a few creep kills, they do hit level 2. It looks like Nocturne's actually leaving those two little wolves. We've got Nocturne taking the blue. Obviously they're going for the standard routes, which is they both take wolf camps and then the blue buff, and then they proceed to gank. So down bottom, obviously we've got the AD carries and the support running. As you know, the pretty much current meta, which is a solo top, an AP mid, AD carrying support bottom, and then it's usually a tanky DPS in the jungle. Now I'd like to see how the top lane turns out, actually, of how Galio plays. He can stack the magic resistance and still deal a ton of damage. So we'll have to see how that one turns out for Kennen. Few pings there coming down in mid from, I think it was actually the purple team. Nocturne just missing the clairvoyance there from Team Apex. Now, as you know, Janna doesn't have a heal spell, so we're going to have to see how Vayne copes with Kog'Maw and Sona's harassment. Now it looks like mid, actually Morgana getting pushed around there by Nivea. Quite a lot, and actually being pushed under a tower. You can now see both junglers taking both reds. Pretty much the same speed. We've got Sona there going to place the ward now. It looks like Jarvan's actually coming up for a gank. Doesn't look... It looks like... Cog there having to actually pop his cleanse just to get out of Condemn from Vayne. Oh, it's very, very close in the mid. And Nivea getting ganked by Morgana and Nocturne. Morgana there having to retreat. Jarvan coming up now as well. Morgana really low mana right now. She can't actually do much against that Nocturne. And we've got first blood, sorry, down bottom there. Cogmore getting destroyed by Vayne. Sorry I missed that. I tend to do miss quite a lot, and it's really we've got pings there coming from the purple team. Obviously just being picked up by the creep wave that went past on the purple team side. Got up top Kennen putting a lot of pressure on Galio. He's got no mana. It's gonna have to take that one turns. We've got Nocturne coming back in mid for Nivea, but Jarvan's still in that bush waiting for him, just in case. Now bottom lane with a full creep wave there. It looks like more than one creep wave actually. They're doing very well right now. That is a hell of a lot of creeps to actually be pushing up against that tower. So it looks like we're seeing Janna and Vayne both go back. And Galio already having to go back actually. Going for the mana crystal and the ward for his first items back. Now we can see actually in Nivea no mana, but also out leveling the Morgana right now. Yep. Seems like it's not. Kennen up top putting a lot of pressure on Galio. Actually doing quite a bit of damage there actually. But obviously with Galio's shield, every time he is hit he does get HP back. So it kind of gives him that great sustain as long as he keeps the mana. Got Nivea just sat in mid somewhere not doing much. We've got Janna just constantly warding obviously the normal areas. We've got the tri-bush and then just outside Drake. Clairvoyant's coming down on the purple team on Team Apex's red, just to keep an eye on where it is. And they've just pinged Jarvan by the looks of it. They know he's there. But how long is Jarvan willing to sit there before he moves from the lane? I don't know. So it looks like Janna's trying to put on, well, trying to just bait him out. We've got Nocturne coming in as well actually, so this could be quite interesting. Jarvan going in there, not probably realising that Nocturne was there, but Sona being condemned straight into that wall. Not taking as much damage straight afterwards. Nocturne there actually coming in just to try and help, but not doing as much. But we've still got Nocturne sat there. Now this could be quite bad for Team Apex right now at the bottom lane. There goes the Clairvoyance. They now know he's in that bush, so he can't stay there any longer. He's got to go. Otherwise he's going to lose a lot of XP. As you can see, top lane actually being pushed a hell of a lot. That is very well played there by Kennen against Galio. Obviously Galio early game doesn't have a lot of magic resistance. Still, it can't be pushed around. So you can see now Morg taking the first blue for her. We should see Nivea taking her blue as well. Now as we have a look at the creep score down for bottom lane, we've got Vayne on 48, Cogmore 49, so they're roughly the same, but Vayne obviously having that kill has put her in the lead by about 300 gold, due to it being first blood. Now 300 gold early game isn't going to do much, but it's going to help her quite a bit. If we compare top lanes, we've got obviously Kennen and Galio. Kennen on 57, Galio 37, so he's been out farmed. Not by a lot, but it's still quite a substantial amount. I mean, 20 creep kills is about 400 gold, give or take. So you'll see that one works out. And Nivea 40 CS, Morgana 40 CS, are exactly even right now. We're gonna have to see how that one turns out. Obviously, Nivea, when she gets to blue, can farm like hell, and that will put Morgana quite far behind her as well, I reckon. Nocturne obviously picking up his reds for when he comes in. He'll be dealing that extra slow and damage over time. Team Apex there marking Morgana. It looks like Nocturne's actually coming in for a gank up top, as he is level 6. Now that is extremely bad news there for Kennen, if Nocturne can land his ultimate. Galio pops it. He actually screwed his turn up there. That was extremely... that was just bad. Now, Nocturne could have used his ultimate to come in for a gank, but with Galio's ultimate, he didn't need to. Actually looks like we're gonna see... Nope. Jarvan looks like he's gonna die. Yep. Jarvan dying there too, Drake. Obviously thought he could take it, but apparently not. Now, Galio not having his ultimate up, when he teleports down, he isn't going to be able to taunt the entire team. But by the looks of it, Team Apex is trying to keep the pressure on there. Here we go, Kennen coming down with the teleport. And Nivea wall going out there, but failing. Kennen ultimate there, but countered straight by Sonas. Now, this is looking extremely bad here for Team Apex, as Morgana there, with her ultimate, just taking out a few people. Vayne obviously taking out Nocturne. In comes the Janna ultimate to try and save Anivia. And it looks like Sona could go down as well. Will she go down? Just by the nip. Very well played there by Team Apex, bringing it back in that fight, even though Morgana managed to land her ultimate. Very well played, and Drake obviously still up. We still got Jarvan level 5 actually, while Nocturne's level 6. That isn't looking good. As we can now see the first few items being bought by people. We've got Vayne with a double Doran's blades, the speed, well, the boots of speed, sorry, and the health pots. While Cogmore's gone for a Doran's blade, BF sword, and he's obviously got his boots. In mid, Morgana has got her Sork shoes, Doran's ring, and health pot. While Anivia's actually got a catalyst, a ward, and speed boots. And the top lane we've got Kennen with Will of the Ancients. We've got Galio with a catalyst and a, what's it called? That's it. No magic mantle. It looks like Morgana's actually coming down for a gank. Now she should know that they've actually warded the Drake, so it isn't going to work out that well. Actually up top we've got a little bit of action going on. Nocturne, Galio, and both are almost being picked, but Galio going down to the turret. The stuns from Kennen there, actually getting them both. Very well played there by Kennen. And Nivea coming up now for a gank. Now let's see if she can actually pick him up. Morgana also following up quite slowly. Heavy damage there by Nocturne, and Kennen picking up the kill with his Q. Now Morgana's like, nah, I'm gonna go back. Screw you both. It looks like we're getting a lot of harassment down bottom there from Vayne and Sona. Janna. I've always mixed them two up, I don't know why. As you can see now, Janna just rewarding the Drake. We've got top lane being pushed extremely well there by Kennen. And like I said before, ALG1 normally does play what is it, mid? I almost said solo mid then, that would have made no sense. Either way, we've got the blue buff coming back up for purple team, and Morgana will be getting that when, of course, she comes for it. It should be quite soon. I've seen a Wrigglers now on both junglers right now. Jarvan and Nocturne both, well, both about the same CS, so that's about alright. We've got Jarvan now level 7. It seems like every single lane right now isn't actually having many problems. As this early game, it's all about farming, getting that CS, getting that items. But with 5 kills to Team Apex, has put him in a slight gold lead right now. Now Nivea and Morgana both have blue buff. Obviously, the AP mids do require blue buff most of the time. Now it looks like Jarvan actually going to come in here for a gank. Now with Morgana having a flash up, she can obviously just flash straight over Jarvan's ultimate. So we'll have to see how that one's played. Kennen putting on a lot of pressure up top on Galio. Even though he can stack the magic resistance, he's still going to try and harass him. And it seems to be working. We've got Kennen 107 CS and Galio 97. I've actually seen Merc Treads now being finished on Kennen as well. Forgot to mention that, I'm sorry. Mid and Nivea putting on the pressure there on Morgana, taking out a lot of her HP. Now it looks like Jarvan's actually going to come around. Oh no! Flash, ultimate, and E there from Nivea. Take Morgana out with no problem. Now we've got Nocturne coming in with an ultimate from bottom. Janna trying to push him away, but not realising it actually was a bit too late there. Vayne having to cleanse flash out, and it looks like Nocturne might not actually catch her. Will she condemn? Nope. And there goes Vayne as well, fall into Nocturne after that tower dive. But we've got a Nivea, Kennen, and Jarvan coming down bottom. And that Sona is dead. And then Kog'Maw is dead, even though he popped his cleanse. Now it looks like Jarvan is actually just trying to find him. He's extremely close there. Turning back around though. And it looks like they're going to go for Dragon. Yeah, that is a free Dragon there, right? Well, it's a free Dragon right there for Team Apex. Obviously, with winning that small team fight down bottom has allowed them to have it. Kennen there just picking up the creeps in the middle, just help push the lane. And now that top tower, sorry, is being heavily chipped at by Galio. Each time, sorry, Kennen's left the lane, obviously Galio's been able to free push and just deal damage. Now that's the only downside I've seen to their solo top right now. He hasn't actually used his teleport to join the fights, so we're going to have to see how he does later on in the fight. And Vayne there popping her ultimate, going straight for Kog'Maw, dealing a hell of a lot of damage there, having to flash away. That is good harassment right now. Now it looks, nope, they're not going to go around the back and try and get him. As we can see, Kennen up top, but Nocturne just come around the corner. How is Kennen gonna? He's gonna get feared. Now, Nocturne's fear is really useful, and it does deal that damage that's needed. In some cases, at least. Pings coming down from Team Apex on Morgana. As you can see, they've now actually warded their jungle. If I swap to their Fog of War, we can see they've got a lot of vision in their own, purple jungle, not their own jungle, sorry. Now, we're going to have to see how that one turns out. Now they know exactly when the people are going for the blue buff, and they know when they're going up here. As that could be a very good area for Nocturne to come gank mid with his ultimate. We'll have to see how that one turns out. And then if we take a look at purple, they've only got the 3 wards. They've got the Drake, and then here, which is a common bush which a lot of people do walk through. Now obviously up top we do have the usual ward of protecting the river. We've seen a few pings coming from both teams at bottom. Now it looks like Nocturne's actually going to come in for a gank. And as you know, if he wants to get in that bush, they have to push that bottom lane far enough for that Nocturne to actually just walk into the bush. Now it looks like they're having quite a bit of trouble trying to push that lane. Now it looks like Jarvan's coming in for a gank as well. Janna there, sorry. Oh, and in comes Jarvan straight under the tower, being stunned and then being hit by his ultimate. Galio also teleporting down with his ultimate. That is looking extremely bad there for Team Apex. Having to cleanse away, but it doesn't look like Vayne's actually going to make it. Is she going to make it? Oh, and she actually managed to juke him just with with her ultimate, and then a fail wall there from Anivia. Morgana now coming down. This is looking extremely bad there for Anivia. She is going down as well. She actually takes out Sona. Now her passive is... Oh, she can actually just get up and go. Yeah, screw you guys. I'm going home. Now it looks like Anivia is still sat there. I'm not sure where she is going for that Nocturne. Nocturne is going down as well. Wow, what a comeback. And actually LG were there taking the top tower while he could at the top. We've still got Anivia in the bottom, just trying to deal as much damage, but it looks like she's going to go down to an ignite and an auto attack. Nope. In comes Janna's shield just to save the day. Extremely well played there and timing by Janna. Both teams pulling off amazing combos right down bottom. We had Jarvan going in with his flag and then putting Cataclysm straight up on the AD carry. Now it looks like Vayne's still trying to go for a Cogmore, but being hit by Morgana's Q put her off a little. We should see Drake coming back up soon as well. Now Vayne down bottom 157 CS, Cogmore 127. Cogmore 0 kills though, and Vayne with 5. That's going to put a lot of pressure right now on their bottom lane. That Vayne is going to deal a hell of a lot of damage very soon. As we can see, the second tower now being dropped by Team Apex. Now it looks like Anivia is actually in the opposite people's jungle, stealing up the creeps and just teasing the Nocturne by the looks of it. Now, as we do have 2 towers down on the Purple's team, they're going to have to be extremely careful when going in and out of their jungle, because they could actually be extremely unlucky and find out that they've got the entire team there. And we've got pings going down on Jarvan there saying he's taken our blue. The damage from Anivia just taking out Nocturne, no problem, and a perfect wall trapping him right in between the wolves. Now that looks like that is going to be a dead Nocturne with Jarvan coming in with the flag. Very well played there by Anivia and a wall. We've got Jarvan and Anivia going straight for the afterwards tower dive, and that is Sona going down even though she's popped her ult, and that looks like Jarvan actually could be going down. Nope, saved by Anivia's Q and stun. Jarvan no actually just fall into Morgana's auto attack there. Now they are putting a lot of pressure right now, and Kennen up top has just got a free tower right now. But it looks like not Morgana, sorry, Nocturne's still coming in. He's playing this extremely careful. Now he's got, that looks like it could almost be a free tower right there. Now this is going to be another free Drake again to Team Apex. That's a second Drake right now, uncontested by the purple team. And they're losing an extreme amount of gold with that. I mean, 190 global gold doesn't seem like a lot most of the time. That's probably because it's end game. But this early game, well, mid game you could say, is actually quite a lot of money to be thrown away. 190 gold can finish that Rod of Ages, your Death Cap, your Infinity Edge, your Phantom Dancers, whatever you may be building. As we can see now, the middle tower for purple team is taking a hell of a lot of damage and should be actually be dropping soon. Few pings coming from Team Apex at the Baron. Now are we going to see an early Baron? I think we could. By the looks of it, Vayne's still down bottom though, trying to just keep her lane pushed. But we've got Nocturne being caught out there in the middle of Jarvan and Janna and Anivia. Morgana taking a lot of damage right there, and that is Morgana going down, no problem there. And it looks like Nocturne's only just going to manage to just get away by the looks of it. No, Janna come around the back with her Q, and Kennen popping his ultimate, and that is probably going to be a dead Galio. No, cataclysmed, and he flashed straight out of it. Perfect timing there. Now we've got the rest of the purple team up there, and that looks like Galio popping his ultimate, being hit by Janna's Q just to break it. Since it is a channel, it can be broken by easy methods. We've got Vayne popping her ultimate and going in for the tower dive, cleansing it out. It looks like she's going to take down Cog, no problem, but being killed by the tower there. Actually, Kennen picking up the kill there on Cogmore, and there's the third tower down for purple team. Right now we need 11k gold behind. That's going to be extremely painful. It looks like Anivia's just trying to counter him right now, and I noticed quite a bit of FPS drops, and that is almost dead Nocturne right there. A little combo there taking entire HP, and that is also their second tower in the mid. Looks like it's going down. Yep. It seems like the harassment and Sona there actually falling into shots from Anivia. She is extremely well farmed and has a lot of AP right behind her. Now I don't actually know where this FPS drop is coming from. This did happen last time. I'm not sure why. We've got a Nocturne gang ultimate coming in, going straight for Janna, but not even managing to, and being killed straight off. Now that has got to be a massive kick in the teeth right now for Nocturne. He's going in and using his ultimate and then coming out dead. So 25 minutes in, we've got a 12k lead of gold on for Team Apex. Sorry, 2 Drakes, 3 towers, and 12 kills. And that looks like that's going to be another dead Cogmore there by Anivia. Anivia putting on a lot of damage right now with a combo. You can almost see the third tower actually in that lane almost dropping. As you can see, right, as it were, we're now going to actually have to see the items since we've been a lot of action going on. We've got Cogmore with his Berserker. Actually, no, too late. We've got the surrender coming in from the purple team there, obviously realising with the substantial amount of gold they were behind and kills, it was GG for them. Well played there by Team Apex, and a lot of decent action going on in that bottom lane. And then it loves to do this for some stupid reason. There we go. So that is the first game played in the Xmas ESL tournament. We're going to have to see how the other games turn out for them. Now it could turn out either way, as you probably do